8 years ago, one of the greatest games of all kind, one of the greatest games ever made, single-handedly top 2 greatest game of all time, The Witcher 3 was released. Since then we have not gotten a richer game, however we have gotten the Witcher TV series, as well kinda shitty, especially with Henry Cavill leaving. We don't need to talk about that one. All here to talk about is The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3 that came out 8 years ago, back in 2015. Oh my god, what was it? May 20th, 2015. I got some interesting stories about The Witcher 3. My love for this game was strictly because of one of my closest friends. You know his name is Zach. This man was excited for Witcher 3. Before the game came out, he was hyping the game up. He was like, this game is gonna be so good. You can do this, you can do that. I'm so excited to play The Witcher 3. And I was sitting there, man, like, whatever. I'm a COD player, that's all I care about. COD and NBA. And maybe the occasional other random game like Far Cry or some shit. That's besides the point. Anyway, he went and bought The Witcher 3. I remember we went to Liverpool Westfields with another guy on a school day, which we're supposed to be doing, I think it was athletics carnival or swimming carnival. I think it was one of them. Either way, we sacked that shit, we left, and we're like, you know what, let's go buy The Witcher 3. He went to go buy The Witcher 3, I went to buy a new headset, and my other mate just went for the fuck of it. He went to come with us. We went to Liverpool Westfields and we went to Big W. All my Aussie people know what Big W is. Now my mate Zach, he was really wanted The Witcher 3. At this age, they started putting games that are R18 plus. In Australia, R18 plus means you have to be 18 plus to play the game. It was newly put into video games. Before it was just 15 plus. And at that time we were 15 years old, but you had to be 18 now to play certain games. Especially The Witcher 3 with all its beautiful content. Anyway, we get to the place and then this old lady, my mate Zach just goes up to her and goes, in his deepest possible voice, "Can I get The Witcher 3 please?" And then she's like, "Okay, no problem." Mind you, we're Arabs, so we look a bit older than we are. We hit puberty early. We're some hairy motherfuckers. Anyway, so we go, he puts the deepest voice, he says that, and then she's still a bit sus, but not really. She was a bit like, she went with the flow. And then instead of her giving her enough time to react to the situation, he just straight away puts an even deeper voice. He goes, "Yeah, I'm buying this game here because EB Games," which is like GameStop for you guys in America, "EB Games is just too expensive, And she goes, yeah. So if we struck up a conversation with her, he bought the game and she didn't even think twice. Especially with me and my mate next to him, especially with my mate who had he had a backpack on him, so it's clearly all from school. But it is what it is. That was just a prime memory of mine about The Witcher 3, my first ever impressions. And as time went on, The Witcher 3, my mate played the game. He said it was one of the greatest games he ever played, and he was begging me, he was convincing me, "Baz, you have to play The Witcher 3, you have to play Witcher 3. And I was like, you know what? I was bored at that time, there was no good games out. I was like, fuck it, let's give The Witcher 3 a try. I played it, at the beginning it was a bit slow, but I was mustering through it because he was telling me it's so good. So I really wanted to see what the hype was about. And let me tell you the experience of when I first entered Novigrad. Wow, oh my god, what an experience. Novigrad was exactly what I know. Something about Novigrad and the environment, the music of Novigrad just hooked me into the game straight away. I was expecting a huge city in the medieval times, in the Witcher times, and I was just strapped straight into the game. I was into it. And at that point I really started caring about the characters, and I soldiered on, and I went to Skellige, and I really got into my first ever huge gaming crush, which is Yennefer. And I was just I've never been so invested in a game like that in my life, in its characters, in its story. I really wanted the best for these characters. I really felt like I was in the game and these were the characters that I was with, and I was their friend, I was trying to see, I cared about them so much. I wanted to see the best for them, So much so that like when I found Ciri, bro, I was like tearing. I was like, this is amazing, man. I was a 15-year-old kid at the time. The themes and shit I couldn't comprehend, and I was like, damn, this shit is amazing. I could not fathom at this time how good this game was. Even the DLCs were amazing, better than most base games. I could not believe how good the DLCs expanded on the game and made it so much better. The first DLC, I forgot what it's called, damn, it's been a while. Heart of Stone, that was the DLC. The Heart of Stone DLC was amazing, and even the motherfucking Blood and Wine was a perfect send-off to Geralt. Just having a relaxing, making your own house and then having a relaxing future with Yennefer, just sitting, kicking back in Toussaint. And even the story behind the vampires was so interesting. Just everything about The Witcher 3 was amazing. That is why it's one of my greatest top 2 actually, greatest games of all time. I love that game to death, and I will never stop loving it. Witcher 3 has been a huge part of my teenagehood, and it's been a huge part of me in my gaming, in my endeavors of gaming. It's been a huge part of my experience, and I loved it so much. Especially, it got me into RPG games, and ever since The Witcher 3, I've never looked back. So yeah, I wanted to come and give my respects because I love this game so much. and I want to talk about this shit. Anyway, it's your boy Cynical Slayer, not Cynical Baz, which is my other channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and subscribe for more gaming content. I boast NBA and COD, and occasionally other types of games, but mainly NBA and COD, which is kind of dead right now, to be honest. Both games are pretty shitty, so I'm kind of in the mud. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and all good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, peace, and bye-bye.